into. So in this video I'll be talking about inspiration, I'll be talking about equipment, I'll be talking about location scouting, a bit about filming, and a bit about the editing. I just want to make sure right off the bat when you click on this video, it's not going to be a lot of technical stuff, because I don't feel that adds much value to your creativity, and too much technical shit's just gonna fucking, I don't know, I personally really hate that shit. And on the other hand, I think technical stuff, for example, color correction, it's something you have to tweak yourself, and you're gonna find out some stuff you want, and it's just trial and error basically. So let's get into the video. I filmed the scene from Memento, and I just really liked how it looked. It doesn't have any value or any good acting, I just liked how it looked. And I think it's a good assignment to copy some stuff from other movies, because that feels good and you get to have the director's eye. So let's get into it. First of all, inspiration is something that is crucial in the beginning. You have to know where you get your stuff from. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything of it. Bro, you can be inspired by fucking everything. I use Pinterest a lot, I use the movies I watch a lot. I just have certain people I really love watching. So that's where I get my inspiration from. You can even get it from games, you can get it from your own life, as far as I can tell. I know a lot of directors that like to get inspired from their own life. Whenever they make a film or do something or are done studying, they like to get on vacation, or they want to get into a job where they can have life experience and then get inspiration from that, which is completely logical. I mean, you know best how a certain scenario is, so why not write about it, and why not film about that scenario? You know best of.
Okay, so for another example, I got inspired by Fallen Angels. Watch this scene and then watch the film I made. And this is more of a subtle way.
So, first of all, you're gonna need a camera, and you're gonna need some lights, you know what I mean, to film your stuff. And I got really lucky. I had an internship where I could get some free cameras to lend for that day. So I got myself an FX9 with a G Master set, and I got a bunch of lights. I got an N light, and I got myself a LED panel thing. So that's all I needed. And I don't want to discourage anyone, because I'm filming on a GH5 right now, and I got it a while back, and I still use it for a lot of good stuff. So you don't necessarily need a really good camera, it just helps a bit in the quality of it all. So I did a bunch of location scouting, because location scouting is also a big thing. You have to know your places. When I was filming my short film, it's now finished. Hoorndrager, I'll be having a link in the description of that film if you want to watch it. It's on my channel as well. I'm very proud of that, but let's stay on topic. When I was filming that, and when I showed people my film, they were always like, whoa, how did you find that location? Or do people just let you film there? Was it free? Listen, it's really as simple as going out with friends, or with your family, or with work colleagues, and you're gonna go to places. You're gonna go out for dinner, or you're gonna walk with friends, or just if you go out regularly, you'll find places. And whenever I like a place, I write down the location, or I remember the location. And whenever something pops up that kind of fits with that location, for example, the Pain de Me restaurant from Hoorndrager, that really stuck in my head, and I just contacted the manager. I sent her an email and I was like, weird question, but I want to film at your place. Are you down for that? And she was like, sure, what's your film about? And she wanted to know all sorts of details about it. And then eventually she let me film there. She even cleaned up the place beforehand, and I paid her some money cash that she didn't even ask for. My point is, you just go out and ask, or you go out and write a bold email. The worst answer you can get is a no, and I've gotten a lot of no's, but I also have gotten a lot of yes, and like a lot of yeses, I suppose. And also, friends and family that own places are perfect, because most of the time, because they're your family, they will let you film there, you know what I mean? Like, I had a nephew who like owns an like youth center where youth goes to party and stuff, and he owns that place. And I was like, yo, can I record in your bathroom for this like scene for that I need to make? And he was like, weird question, but sure, man. So it's basically just copying what you see, what your inspiration is. You just copy that and try to remake it with lighting as much as possible. I can't really get into too many things specific, because it was just really us adjusting the stand and adjusting lights and then adjusting the movement, because we just wanted to make it look identical, right? Okay, so I feel like I've gone a bit on the wrong foot with Memento. You see, filmmaking, in my opinion at least, is not about copying, and I don't want anyone to think that. Just making that clear. I just think it's a really good assignment to recreate a scene, because you get the director's eye pretty much. You look at certain things, what is sharp, what is not sharp, and if you make things on your own, you won't know that perspective, because in your eyes, if you make something out of your world, nothing is wrong, it feels like. And when you copy someone else's work, some things are wrong, because some things won't add up. Love you. Going back to the video. Well, let's go into editing, because there are some things you're gonna walk into that you didn't know when you were filming. For example, I had some issues with the focus. So apparently in the scene, the focus changes from the mirror to the person and so forth. I did not know that. Also, a mistake I made is, because the room was identical but it was mirrored out, like the scene. It was the closest we could get. So I was like, okay, let's just mirror the scene and it will look identical. But I had a tattoo on my like left arm, but if you mirror it, it shows in your right arm. So you have to know what you're doing while you're filming. If you have the idea while you're filming, let's flip it. Have already some thought process about what you're gonna do in the editing. This is something I learned the hard way, unfortunately. Something you're gonna fuck up a bunch of times when you do editing and when you start filming. Especially when you do like smart things where you mirror your shots and things don't work out the way you want them. But you go up there and you clean up, and yeah, that's basically it. I wanted this video to be not so technical, so I'm not gonna go exactly into the editing and what color correction I used. It's just something that's trial and error. You just have to try a couple of things, and then it works out some way or another. So that's all there is to it. And yeah, I hope you guys did learn something or got something out of it interesting. I really try to, and hopefully you guys learned something or got like better from watching this video some way or another.